Hi, I'm Jacob from Mail Manager, the Outlook add-in created by Arup to help companies get control of their email. This video is going to give you an introduction into why the solution was created and the types of businesses using Mail Manager. Around 10 years ago, Arup had a problem in their business which was around email, which is hopefully one which you can relate to as well. And that is that everybody managed their email slightly differently, but it was the biggest form of communication on projects. What this means is that for businesses who are in the same position as Arup were 10 years ago, it's very difficult to be able to retrieve all of the emails against one project. In Arup's case, project teams needed access to the information in emails, and the only emails they did have access to were the ones in their inbox, but they needed to see everything across a project. So there was two challenges. One was the amount of time people wasted looking for stuff which was in email because they only had access to their inbox. And the second was that directors were concerned if there was a claim or a dispute and they needed to go and look at all of the emails against a project, they'd be completely reliant on how those 4 or 5 individuals on the project were organising their email, which wasn't ideal. So they decided to create a solution which effectively you can install in a day, learns your behaviours and then automates the process of filing, giving you control of how people organise the most sensitive and important correspondence in your business, as well as visibility and the ability to be able to go and find anything in 3 clicks. In terms of the type of examples and types of benefits Mail Manager can deliver for a company working on projects, one is reduced risk, because you're not reliant on staff to file commercially sensitive information in a responsible way. How Mail Manager works is it works on a kind of prompt and predict basis, meaning that staff file without thinking about it and all of the correspondence gets filed to one place. This means if you go onto a project, every conversation with every company is in that destination. In terms of a second benefit, it's time savings, which is sometimes difficult to really, quite difficult to predict and to easily be able to tell we're going to save 2, 3, 4 hours a week, but it does happen. We've got examples like Gensler Architects, for example, who are able to prove that they can save 4 hours on average per person per week. And if you just think about how much time people spend in their inbox, whether it's chasing colleagues, forwarding emails, filing emails if you're that person in the office who does file their emails, having a more automated approach to getting your inbox into a to-do list delivers massive time benefits. Probably the biggest benefit is for someone running a project who's able to go onto any project and search and see what's going on that particular job. They're not having to go and ask colleagues to forward them information. They're not going to meetings ill-prepared. When they've got a client on the phone, they're able to go in and see, let me see all of the correspondence with this particular client in one place. So there's the time benefits from a project management point of view. There's the risk advantages in terms of being able to make your business less exposed to an individual dispute on a project because you're able to see everything in one place. There's a third benefit, which is kind of an unknown one, which is why we think Mail Manager is unique, and that is that every other document management system out there at the moment says that you need to spend 6 months implementing something and 6 figures to try and get people to file their information. We think there's an alternative way, and that's an add-in which plugs into your business. So if you file to a server or file to SharePoint or file to Viewpoint, we don't really care. All we want to do is help you file the information and then give people a really powerful search tool to go and find it. So what that means is that any business can be up and running with Mail Manager in less than a day. They're able to migrate all of their legacy projects, so it's like you've been using Mail Manager for years, and everyone's filing consistently the next day. You're not that person in the office going around telling people to use it. So there's a reduced risk benefit of being able to implement Mail Manager. There's some obvious time savings based on where people spend their time in the working day. And the final one is really an alternative approach to system change and having something which plugs in with your business rather than your business having to change to suit a system.